Alright guys, welcome to the channel. I am OGL Schmitt. This is Custom OGT. It's time for another OGTeam member reaction. If you join the OGTeam, you get 2 of these per month for the low price of $3 per month. And some other cool benefits, some behind the scenes looks. You can even react with us if you like. But yeah, Dave Muday provided this this request. I'm not familiar with Clutch, but High Caliber Consecrator sounds like that's as metal a song title as I've heard. And honestly, guys, before the internet, before Spotify or streaming or downloading music, I used to love to go out and shop. I would go through bargain bins. I used to love finding new bands. And sometimes I would buy CDs based on cover art or album titles or song titles. So High Caliber Consecrator, that could be anything. I've did some research on Clutch. This is from a 1992 EP called Passive Restraints. This is 1 year before their debut album, which was called Transnational Speedway League. They've got very cool song titles. I do remember them saying that their lyrics are more for mood, atmosphere, just sort of sounding cool than telling any kind of a story. But a High Caliber Consecrator could be a killer robot in a sci-fi story. It could be some kind of symbolism for the real world. So, yeah, let's check this out. And Clutch, I think their last album was released in 2022, 2023, something like that. So they've been around for a while. So, David Muday, thank you very much for this suggestion. And yeah, let's get into this. Just listening to something for a cool song title alone. It brings back memories. So, like, already, this has been great. But let's check out the song. I'm sure the song's going to make everything even better. So, nothing's been even sung so far. This is really dark. Very dark sounding. That droning sort of feedback guitar tone at the beginning, followed by this sort of murky sounding riff. It built tension. It felt very unsettling. Like something terrible was on the way. Something bad was about to happen. Now the sound has gotten a lot thicker. Are those keyboards or is that a processed guitar that's entering there? Yeah, it's almost got some modern, it's a modern take on old school Black Sabbath vibes so far. Gonna back up a little bit. Yeah, let's keep going.
I've been waiting
pause was a nice setup. That bit of space was a good setup for a pause. I'm not sure what I was expecting vocally. That wasn't it. I mentioned high caliber Consecrator sounded like a killer robot, and his vocal delivery almost sounds robotic. It seems like he's intentionally mimicking like a robotic delivery. It's low, it's gritty. It's a cool character voice. Like combined with the music, again, it feels really ominous. So now you're almost getting the feeling of I mentioned the intro made it sound like something bad was going to happen. Now you're almost getting the feeling like that's the voice of someone planning this bad thing to happen. I heard the lyrics humble thyself and hold thy tongue. I may check the lyrics on this later on. Yeah, this is almost cinematic in its presentation. Because you had that slow intro that built up tension, and then you got this crazy, like, it's a character voice basically under this chugga chugga riffing, and then something that almost like it has the same effect as an orchestral swell. Really cool sound. Like not vocally, but musically, it kind of reminds me of Neurosis, if anyone is familiar with that band. There's some similarities there, but yeah, I'm digging this so far. Back up a little bit and keep going. I'm really interested to see where this goes, because the start it's creepy and it's compelling and strangely Halloween appropriate. So pause one more time at the same spot. Rob Zombie is what his voice sounds like. It's got that same kind of raspy, character-driven delivery to it. So I guess if Rob Zombie sang vocals for early Black Sabbath, it might sound kind of like this. Yeah, let's keep going.
Nothing's a crossroads! Nothing to leather man view! Felt the pain of labor, and I'm such overdue! In full submission, we are reborn! We are the plowshare, and yet we are the sword!
All right, so twice he's defied my expectations vocally. This, if you guys have Spotify or anything like that, look, check out Souls at Zero by Neurosis, the album. There's a lot of similarities to this. So he went from this ominous, robotic, gritty delivery to basically just full on yelling. So at that point, it's hard to make out some of the words. The diction disappears, just in the energy of the attack and the distortion in the voice. I know when he sang "Reborn," like he got the most out of it. Reborn. Like he attacked every single letter in that word. I also heard the lyric "We are the plowshare and we are the sword." So there's kind of religious imagery in this as well. I'm starting to form an idea what I think the song might be about. That's the great thing about music is you can sort of it means different things to different people. So in the comments, guys, let me know what you think the song is about or what it means to you. But it's got a legitimately apocalyptic feel to it. Yeah, it's very dark. It feels like brewing anger that's about to sort of be unleashed. So let's keep going. David Moody, thank you. This is this is a fascinating track. I'm gonna have to check out some more Clutch now because Souls at Zero by Neurosis is one of my guilty pleasures, and this is in a very similar vein. It's when you're sort of angry at the world, it's good music to feed that.
We are the plowshare, and yet we are the sword.
That pause, great. The shift. Off-kilter drumming.
So will I, stuck in barrel, baby. Hook, line, and sinker. Your freedom was your master. Your liberty's the blood for a double barrel sunrise, a double standard land. You gave birth to the baby, but put a gun into his hands. So the fruits of your labors have fermented into wine, and the sweat that you dripped is now the honey of the hive. The city is a burning sun. We are blooming flowers. The fire, the flame, the passion, the power. So will I, stuck in barrel, baby. Hook, line, and sinker. Your freedom was your master. Your liberty's the blood for a double barrel sunrise, a double standard land. You gave birth to the baby, but put a gun into its hands. I'll say it again. Too little, too late. Too little, too late. Too little, too late. High caliber Consecrator. Too little, too late. Too little, too late. Too little, too late. High caliber Consecrator.
Nothing flashy in the ending there, but it was still awesome. I love the rhythmic cadence of High Caliber Consecrator. So there were some spots there where the shouty vocals had a more rhythmic tone to it. So it was almost like a very aggressive, very blunt form of rapping. There was no smooth flow or cadence. There was no clever delivery or rhyme scheme. Just the use of voice as a blunt instrument. So give me a second, station identification, while I look up the lyrics because now I'm kind of interested. Yeah, I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. I'm going to read the lyrics because I think they're actually awesome. Uh, we have been waiting and it has begun. Humble thyself and hold thy tongue. We have been waiting and it has begun. Prostrate yourself. Your time has come. We have been waiting and it has begun. Look boldly, look boldly, look boldly on. We have been waiting and it has begun. Humble thyself and hold thy tongue. Knelt at the crossroads, knelt at the leather bare pew, felt the pain of labor, and I'm such overdue. In full submission, we are reborn. We are the plowshare, and yet we are the sword. We have been waiting, and it has begun. Humble thyself and hold thy tongue. We have been waiting, and it has begun. Prostrate yourself, your time has come. We'll thrust the psyche into the brat, distill the blood, look at the goddamn vat, damn the foul ego, praise the promised swap. We are the plowshare, and yet we are the sword. So we'll lie stock and barrel, baby, hook, line, and sinker. Your freedom was your master. Your liberty's the blood for a double barrel sunrise, a double standard land. You gave birth to the baby, but put a gun into its hands. So the fruits of your labors have fermented into wine, and the sweat that you dripped is now the honey of the hive. The city is a burning sun. We are blooming flowers. The fire, the flame, the passion, the power. So we'll lie stock and barrel, baby, hook, line, and sinker. Your freedom was your master. Your liberty's the blood for a double barrel sunrise, a double standard land. You gave birth to the baby, but put a gun into its hands. I'll say it again. Too little, too late. High caliber consecrator. Repeated. There is some amazing imagery there. So again, guys, let me know what you think the song is about in the comments. To me, a high caliber consecrator is a gun. Think about it. It consecrates you into something holy because it basically makes you a god. It gives you power over life and death. I do remember that when firearms were first becoming a thing, a lot of trained swordsmen, archers, stuff like that were angry because it turned cowards into killers. A trained a swordsman or someone like that with years of training and discipline could be taken out just by some rando because they had a gun. That having been said, a gun also makes sure that it keeps you from becoming a victim. I think that's what they're basically going to. It empowers you. So what you do with that power then becomes the issue. You gave birth to the baby and put a gun in his hands. That's probably it. To me, that's talking about warmongering, or perhaps even someone like just radical killers that kill for like strange ideological purposes that only they can comprehend. Just, I guess, it's the double standard of empowering giving a flawed human being power over life and death. So to me, a high caliber consecrator is a gun, and as a result, it's like, was it your freedom was your master, your liberty's the blood for a double barrel sunrise. On one hand, guns can keep a populace from being oppressed by a government. That's why every fascist government or dictatorship has disarmed their citizens. But it can also make your, that government overthrown by its citizens can also become corrupt as well. So yeah, it's just it's not the object, it's what it's done with it. So yeah, that's my take. High caliber consecrator is just a very, very cool title for a gun. I guess maybe you could say a gun wielded by a very particular type of individual with a very particular type of mindset. Anyway, guys, this is an amazing song. I really did dig this. I love the vibe. I love the riffs. Even the vocals, like they were very workmanlike, but they were perfect. So that droning sound that felt like robotic, autonomous, bereft of emotion, and then the explosion of anger and the shouted vocals is great. Love the use of the processed guitar or the keyboard sounds to almost give it a cinematic or symphonic feel in spots. Yeah, really, really cool stuff. I would like to hear more from Clutch. If you guys would like to hear more reactions to Clutch, let me know what songs you would like to hear in the in the comments. So mental health is real. Be a part of the start. Music is your best support group. Listen to it whatever you can. Angry music will not make you an angry person. It will actually almost function as a sponge, I guess, to absorb some of that negative energy and actually sort of transmute it into something positive. That's the beauty of music. So, yeah, thank you guys very much. Take care of yourselves so you can take care of others. And be seeing you guys around.